Okay, if you remember, the pattern that we learned for a 30, 60, 90 triangle is if this is the triangle that you have, so remember this is only for a right triangle. Let's say this is your 30-degree side. Let's say this is the 60-degree side. The side across from the 30, let's call it X, whatever that number is. The side across from the 60 will be that side multiplied by square root of 3. And the side across from the 90 will be X times 2, so double it. So the pattern is going from smallest to largest is X square root of 3, and then 2X. So let's go ahead and see if I can find the other two missing sides of these 30, 60, 90 triangles. So here's my triangle. And let's just label one angle as 30, the other one is 60. It doesn't matter which one you do. Okay, the side that I'm giving you is the side across from the 90 degrees. So let's go ahead and label that. So we want to label that correctly. Okay, you always want to try to find the 30-degree side first. So what I need to do is figure out, okay, what should I do to go from the 90 back to the 30 degrees? Okay, and this is what you want to look back at, this relationship here. So if you're given this and you want to go back to here, you're going to do the inverse operation. So you're going to divide by 2, because to get from here to here, we have to multiply. So we're going backwards, so we're going to divide by 2. So to get from here to here, I'm going to take that side and divide by 2. And notice what happens. I can do 4 divided by 2, which is just really 2. So I get 2 square root of 3. Okay. Once I have the X side, then I can fill in everything else. So now, always go back to this here. I'm going to go from X to this. Oops, this is the other side that I'm missing. So when I'm going forward to make things bigger, you're going to multiply. And what am I going to multiply by? I'm going to multiply by the square root of 3. So I'm going to go from here to here now. So I'm going to take that number, multiply by square root of 3. And remember, one of the things that we learned was when you multiply, you can multiply the numbers underneath. But notice that square root of 9 is exactly 3. And 2 times 3 gives me 6. Okay, so there's lots of steps here. This is the key right here. If you're going forwards to make things bigger, you multiply. If you're going backwards, you divide by the number in the front. Okay, so let's try the next one. So draw your triangle. Label one angle as 30, the other one is 60. I'm giving you the 90-degree side again, which is this one. Okay, step 1 is always, if they don't give you the X side, always start with that. So I need to find the side across from the 31st. So I always need to figure out this side first if they don't give it to me. So we are going backwards, right? Making things smaller. So we are going from here to here. So we are going to divide by 2. So I'm going to take that side and divide by 2. Now 9 cannot be divided by 2, so you're just going to leave this answer like this. Done. Okay, now I need to figure out the 60-degree side. So you're always going to work from here, and notice what we're doing now is we're going to the 60. So how do I get from here to here? We're going to multiply, because we're making things bigger, by square root of 3. So you take your answer that we had, and we're going to multiply by square root of 3. Okay, these numbers we can multiply. So that's square root of 9. And we learned that square root of 9 is a perfect square root. That becomes exactly 3. And then this just becomes 27 over 2. And that's this side right here. Okay, and you want to make sure you label the triangle correctly. Make sure the sides are in the correct place. Okay, let's try the next one. There's my 30. There's my 60. I'm giving you the side across from the 30, so there it is. There's square root of 3. I would always write this down. This may help every single time. So notice here, I'm given this one. So once I get to here, then I'm going to go to the other two. In order to get to the 60-degree side, which is the next side, That's here. Notice I'm going bigger, so I'm going to multiply by square root of 3. So take your number, multiply by square root of 3. Square root of 3 times square root of 3 is square root of 9, which is a perfect square root, so that's going to be exactly 3. Okay, and I always like to start with the x. So next, I need to get to here, which is this side. Notice I'm making it bigger, and what are we doing now? Multiplying by 2. So I'm going to go ahead and multiply by 2. Nothing else you can do, so this one you are done. Okay, let's try the next one. Label your triangle. Side across from the 30 is given. There's your square root of 2. Again, I think it helps to write this down. Okay, I have this. Let's go to this side first. So what do? I need to multiply by square root of 3. Both numbers are underneath the square root, so I can multiply it. So it's square root of 6. And there's nothing else we can do. It's not a perfect square root, so we're done. Next, I want to go to the 2x. Always start with the x piece. So in order to go from here to here, notice we're making bigger, so we're going to multiply this by 2. And the 2 is just on the outside, nothing else we can do, so that's it. Okay, last two. Draw your triangle. The side I'm giving you this time is across from the 60, so across from the 60 is over here. There's my 8 square root of 3. So again, let's go ahead and write this down. Okay, remember what I said, you always need to find the x first if it's not given, because that's what you need to work off of. So in this problem, they're giving you this. So I need to find x first. So I'm going to go backwards. So that means I'm going to divide. So to go to here, I need to divide by the square root of 3. If I divide by the square root of 3, these just drop out. All you have is 8. Then once you have the x, now you can use this to go towards the 2x. And how do I get from here to here? We're going to multiply. But the number is just 8. 8 times 2 gives me 16. Okay, last one. Here's my 30 degrees. Here's my 60 degrees. Side across from the 60 is 8. So make sure the triangle is labeled correctly. Let's do this piece right here. The side they're giving me here is at x squared root of 3. Remember, we always want to start with your x. So I need to go backwards to find x first. So when we go backwards, what do? We're going to divide. So I'm going to take that 8, divide by the square root of 3. Now this one, I need to do this. Remember, we talked about we can't have square roots on the bottom. So this is the answer I want to get to. Once I have the x, now you're going to use the x to get to the last side, which is the 2x. So you take this answer, and to get to here, we're going to multiply by 2. And all that happens, we can multiply these numbers. 16 square root of 3 over 2. But notice the 16 and the 2 can be reduced, so you're left with just an 8. So this is your final answer.